Well, howdy there. My name is Jim Turner, and I'm going to take a look and see if there's a swarm that came in. This is actually the next day. So yesterday it was 24 hours when I first started noticing uh, bees flying in my baited nucs. So this would be close to 48 hours from the first time I noticed them swarming. So I'm gonna go back there and take a look. I'm also gonna do a an observational panel pool. I was gonna do it last night, but I just got too tired. Next thing I knew, it was too late, and it was bedtime time. So I got my panel out here now. There's one thing that I decided I'm changing up, and that is there's my panel, and that is um, I'm no longer putting oil on my vegetable oil on my panels because I don't need to. And that's the thing, when we see we need to do something, we do that. When we see we don't need to do something, because we don't see any need in it anymore, there's no need. Oh, that was big. We don't see no need in it. All those girls are hunkered in. Then we can stop doing it. Are these mosquitoes? Oh, gosh, all kinds of things around me here. So I'm gonna pull the panel. Excuse me, girls. I'm not even sure if I need a panel. Oh, they're still working on that. One frame, they still haven't gotten that done. Well, I'll be doggone. Still working on it. Don't you go in there. You stay out of there. Let me set this down. I have to set you down there. I gotta get through this corner. And so, slide that in so I don't have any oily, sticky stuff or anything like that on this one. What the heck? This one's a struggle of getting in this time. I don't understand what's happening. Don't you go in there, girl. Oh, there's another one that went in. Oh my gosh. They squish you. They don't understand this panel. Oh my gosh, get out of there. They're young. These younglings, they don't know. They don't know no better. They don't know no better. Younglings. All right, so here's. Now, I'd rather do them at night. That way, no. Now, what I do is I'll block it off. So I'll take my. I have a long one, and I'll block it off. And so that way, because at night when I do that, they can't see very well. And as far as they're concerned, I'm a bear. They can't see. They can't make me out. Bees have very unusual visual light colors. They they don't see well at night. So, but they can make out objects in pixel format, but they can't see it well. But they know that it's not. Instinctively, they know it's not a good thing for anything to be around their hive at night. Usually, it's like a black bear or raccoons or something. So, over the millions of years, they developed an instinct to go at something that's moving around the hive at night, just to try to help keep it at bay before it gets to the hive, because then it's kind of too late sometimes. And so, anytime I'm roaming around here fiddling with their hive at night, they buzz me, and they will sting me if I don't pay close attention, because they're giving me a warning. Don't do that. I'm telling you, I'm warning. I'm giving you a heads up, because they don't want to give their life. They don't have to. If they can give us a warning, dogs, they bark a certain way when they're giving us a warning. Well, bees have the same kind of things. If we pay attention, they also give a bark without barking. It's a body language and a certain buzz pattern and a buzz sound. They can make all kinds of different buzz sounds. If we just pay attention to them, we can tell which ones they are. It's like their language. Buzz is my. There's something coming between us. Okay, well, So I don't see nothing in there. Nothing navigating, nothing checking that one out. I'm gonna go in the front and see what's up in front. Now I came out here last night about 7:30. Forgot what I was gonna do, check the water or something. And as I was coming out around that corner there, I noticed there was a girl uh, bouncing around the front there. I thought, oh, well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And so as I walked by, she flew away, and I sat down, and I don't know if it was her again, but there was another one bouncing in the front of that hive. And I'll be doggone if she didn't go in there. And she walked around for probably 2-3 minutes. I was going, boy, that's a long time. She comes out, bounces around the front. So my instincts are, because I seen this 2 weeks ago, right? So I seen this 2 weeks ago, similar pattern. I think they're still looking for a place to swarm, and the bees that are preparing to swarm, they're loading up with all their, filling this bag, filling that bag, and is that carry-on packed tight enough? They got 11 storage areas. They can store resources on their bodies. Doesn't that sound weird? A little bee has 11 places to store food. What? I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that swan dive. What? Swan dive? But you talking backstrokes? Yeah, bees. Who knew? And then, so I'm gonna go check the front to see if there's anything in the front. Now, typically they're not gonna swarm before 10 o'clock, and it's before 10 o'clock. So, yeah, they usually don't swarm that early. Now it's cold. The girls are still mostly hunkered in. There's just a few brave hearts out. Because it is nippy out this morning. It got into, I think, the low 40s, mid 40s. Yeah, it was a cold one. It was a cold one, Mr. Tibbs. I could have said Grinch, but all right. So I'm gonna go take a look at the front. So I took out the screen. So yesterday, I took out that. This was my bottom screen board. And I took it out because they weren't showing it as much interest in that one when that was in there. And so I took it out. So what I think I've realized is that it's best to put wood as the floor if you want to catch a swarm. Don't put your bottom screen on. No screens, no. Yeah, wood. That's what they instinctively are looking for. And if they have a choice, they're going to choose the wood one, which is why they chose the one in the peach tree a couple weeks ago, because they didn't want to go in the one, even though it was nicer and it was bigger, and it had that mesh floor, and that was just it. The realtor says, "Oh, you don't want mesh floor? Okay, don't go on that one." It's got a mesh floor. They didn't go in it. I think if I would have had wood on that one to start out with, which is the one that the swarm is in now, that now they're living in, they would have went in that one. That's my instinct, and I'm going to verify that. So here's the other one. Nothing. Wherever they're at, they're hunkered in. It is nippy today. It feels like a kind of a chilly winter day. That's good, giving all the plants a break too. It was so hot, in the mid 90s for days. I was struggling to keep things from drying out on my plants. I got all my plants here, and I was struggling keeping all that stuff watered, and rosemary and all this, everything. It was just a struggle. Apple tree. Yeah, when it gets that hot, things just dry out so fast. And my tomato plant, that's just a wild one. I just let it. If a tomato plant or some other produce plant is growing somewhere, I'll let it grow depending upon where it's at. And that's okay there. I'll leave that tomato plant grow. And I got these are burgundy raspberries. They get purple. Oh, that one didn't. Oh, that one's a straggler. He made it there. And there's like another tomato plant out there that just kind of did its own thing, came out naturally. So I kind of let those grow like that sometimes, depending on where they're at. I don't have to plant them. They plant themselves. They get mixed into my soil, and I move the soil around a lot. And from the previous year or something, and I got tomato plants growing all over the different places, and that's okay. That'd be fine. All right. Well, there's nothing happening. Of course, it's before 10, so and it's cold. It's a cold morning here in Eugene, Oregon. And please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. You know the routine. This channel is nothing without folks, ringing that bell and subscribing. I kind of look at it as when I go to a restaurant, someone serves me in some way. I leave a tip, and for folks who watch podcasts, leave a tip. It's even free. You just push the subscribe button, and that's your tip. Just look at it as a tip. I'll subscribe. It didn't cost you 1 penny. Doesn't cost me a cent when I subscribe to folks, and leave a thumbs up and ring the bell. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on what's happening. It's a cold day. They may choose not to swarm today just because, you know what? We'll see what tomorrow is. So, all right. Bye now. This is the direction I walk to my bee cave. I had to trim this monster grapevine again last night. It just was clinging to the peach tree. And that's my path, and this is my man cove. My man bee cove. Or just bee cave, or whatever. You give it a name. What does it look like to you? You give it a name. Yeah. Bye now.